To know more on data and analytics, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so that we are connected. Hashtag I'm an artist. Hey guys, so like I was saying, I'm here with my very great good friend Jason, and he is the owner of Brunch and Munch, and I thought we will have a quick discussion with him to understand how data analytics and visualization is used in this chain of business. So Jason, for my viewers, can you tell me exactly, first of all, let me start from the scratch. Tell me something about this place, the background, a bit of it.
So the concept of Brunch and Munch, when we came up with the idea for starting something over here, was an all-day breakfast joint.
Okay.
And so I'm a breakfast person.
Okay.
And previous to getting into completely business works and stuff like that, I was with the corporate world.
Right.
So I had crazy shifts. I'm sure you understand that shifts are different. And so there would be times that I would wake up at 1 in the afternoon and I would want to go out and eat breakfast.
Right.
But you would not get breakfast anyway, it was lunchtime.
Right.
So when we got this space, the thought came to my mind is that I want an all-day breakfast joint. So when we opened up about 7 years ago, we were the only ones in the country that served breakfast from 7 a.m. till midnight.
Wow.
So that was the primary concept, and then we ventured out into burgers and meals and stuff like that, but primarily it was breakfast.
Right. So how old is this place?
7?
7 years
Yeah,
now.
about 7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when we talk about data analytics, what is the primary data when it comes to restaurant business, or maybe to Brunch and Munch particularly?
So so data can be broken down into quite a few phases of the inception of Brunch and Munch, if I would like to put it. One was the data around, is there anything like this around this place?
Okay.
Yeah. Two, what kind of people live around this area that would be interested in having breakfast any time of the day?
Right. Right.
Three was, is there an acceptance for all kinds of meats in this area?
Okay.
Because we serve all kinds of meats.
Okay.
And there are times when people may not be happy going to a restaurant that serves all types of meats,
Right.
or people who are pure vegetarians may not be happy. But then we wanted to understand what is the percentage of people that would accept us, because the kind of food that we serve is a little niche.
Okay.
And it may not be acceptable by everybody.
Okay.
But then we wanted to target that kind of people who would accept us. So that is the data that we worked on, and we realized that yes, this is the right spot for this.
Right.
Out of that entire niche janta,
Okay.
even if we tap 50% of that, we'd run home, So that's
Wow.
that's the first part of the data, that like different phases of the inception.
Right.
Second data set would be all around food costing, and what are the ingredients you want to procure,
Right.
and as much as possible to stick to the quality that you want to give,
Right.
and also be able to give it a good selling price,
Right.
that people are ready to pay for that kind of food.
Right.
Because again, there is another part of data wherein people value food by the cost of it.
Right.
Then there is another set of people who would value food by the actual taste of it.
Quality. Yeah.
So that's very thin line that you need to play around with, and that's something that we try to capture and capitalize on it.
Right. So that's an interesting concept. So when you talk about data, so the right kind of data, the right quality of data, and then comes the analytics, like I always believe in, which I always believe in. So when you say analytics, so what exactly analytics was it? So I believe that, like you said, it will be the right kind of ingredients with the right kind of proportion. So what is analytics in this chain of business?
Here, it's the end result of the taste. At the end of the day, like your mom and my mom would have cooked so many different things,
Right.
at so many different times.
Right.
And they may not have been a specific recipe that they would have followed. It's just by precision, perfection, practice,
Right.
their grandmother's recipes and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think the analytics was largely around being able to give the right kind of taste with whatever we make.
Okay.
So we don't have any pre-prep food at Brunch and Munch.
Right.
Everything is made from scratch after it is ordered. There would be
Oh.
certain things that, like sauces and gravies, would be done overnight.
Right.
But everything else will be cooked from scratch. That's the reason why whenever anybody places an order, it takes
Right.
about 20 minutes to deliver. So we are not a fast food
Right.
kind of a joint, but
Right.
so we try to give food as fresh as possible. So the analytics around that would be the recipe, the ingredients, and the final taste and the look.
Right. So now coming to the last part, the visualization, like we say in our industry, like the best presentation. How important is it for this chain of business?
I think, largely speaking, like two of the primary senses, that is sight and smell,
Right.
makes the first win, love at first sight,
True.
the first win in most of the things in our life,
Right.
and it goes with food as well.
Right.
Because if it looks good and it smells good, you've run home,
Right.
and then of course it needs to taste good as well.
Right.
So presentation for us, is extremely important, because at the end of the day, no matter how good you have cooked that food,
Correct.
if you've served it on a plate in a very sloppy style,
Right.
the first look itself might,
Not
get the
convincing.
customer down. Like, they're like, okay, and then, okay, let me try it. Okay, yeah, it's good.
Right.
But then, you start off at a low note. So when the visual is nice, the presentation is nice, there's a huge difference.
I'm sure it does, and thank you, Jason,
Pleasure,
for
Jimmy.
giving this such a valuable time. I know we've been hunting out, and Jason is one of the person who has supported me in my venture of Disha and Upagma, and I have spent a lot of time here. This place is very close to me, and Jason always says that this is my second home, and I will totally agree to that. So having said that, like my readers, you all know how important is data analytics visualization. And I think you should come to this place. It's Brunch in Munch, it's in Sundar Lane, all in Malad West. And so one of the best places that I have been to. And if you heard the entire story till now, data analytics visualization has been used to a very great extent here.
Yeah.
Having said that, thank you, Jason. And guys, like I say, it's hashtag I'm an artist. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.